More crashes. But I reinstalled my drivers, so hopefully that will help. Hmm. Okay, wants me to restart. I wonder if I got that error just a second ago. That was part of the problem. All right. All right. Finally, we're back. We're working again. Holy shit, that was annoying. Someone buy me an amazing computer, please. Good morning, Cornfather. Hello. Hello, welcome. How's your morning going? Hmm. Good morning, Zoom. Hello. Slow start today. My computer crashed, so I had to go and update all my drivers. Going pretty good, I have to say. How about yourself? Other than the crash, I'm doing great. I appreciate you asking. Ready to kick some butt today. I think we'll be able to pretty much finish all the work I need to do for this character today, which would be awesome. I think we're getting pretty close to that. Turn up the contrast on this one. All right. Not too shabby. Excuse me. My goodness. And we'll actually take one of these, move it down here. Use it to clear out the foot. All right. I think that's a good blending between all those gradients in order to kind of get the look I'm going for. Because on the reference here, we see that there's like a small tan, or like not a tan line, but a gradient there. We're trying to recreate that. And then this chest has like kind of this diamond color. Or actually a much lighter color on the lower body. Maybe we can make it here just by making this a little bit lighter. Something to that effect. Cool. For the arms, this dark pattern, it would be cool to use some paths. So I'll add a fill, move it to the bottom. No, not a fill. Of course. Paint, bottom. We'll use the path tool. It's a good question though. Can I make these taper? If I do this, make a little line, not so little. And then I can adjust the size. This, but if I select one of these, can I make it thinner in any way? Not quite what I was hoping for. I'd love to be able to taper the edge. Smudge along path. Huh. I guess I could make another path on top of this in order to actually give it taper. So if I go to erase along path, do something similar, then I can actually get this to taper nicely. That gives me actually a little bit more control anyway, so maybe this is what I prefer. Maybe this is what I prefer. This is some wizardry. What are these path things? Hello, Era. Good morning. So these paths were introduced earlier, or like halfway through last year. But if you're in a paint layer, you can use these path tools, and this just allows you to pin things, just like a curve tool in a Blender or something. They're pretty good. They're pretty good. I like them a lot. They require a little bit of playing with them to like kind of get them to do more of what you want, but not too bad at all. Not too shabby. Then we'll make another one. Coming off here. I'll probably have to do all the smaller ones. Or can I reorder these? No, I can't. That's annoying. So that means I have to make another paint layer. And start it below. Good day to you, my lord. Welcome, Zoom. Hello. And then we'll make an erase along path. Bum, 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 bum. Nice. I'm on a perpetual 2021 license, but I may consider updating it. I think I'll check the full changelog and see if it's worth it. I certainly like this tool. You could probably do this in Blender and then just bake it in. Excuse me. Rather than using substance, just add it to your high poly bake. That might work pretty nicely. I need a larger one that goes under the arm. So go back to our large. And we'll do something like this. I can duplicate this. Can I switch it to be an erase? We still have to make it another erase layer. Yeah, I would say that this tool is good, but definitely could use some user testing. Just it's like, oh, almost what I want. How was today? Today is good. Today's going really well. Do a filter. We'll do a warp. Just get a little bit of noise in there. There's some speckles showing up here for some reason. And it's just from the warp filter. Weird. I would say today is a day. Is it a day today? Is it a day today? Maybe not a warp. We'll do a fill, noise, triplanar, set it to subtract. I think we should have a democratic vote to decide today is the day. If the vote fails, we can skip to tomorrow. I'm gonna say I'm doing okay today. I was planning on spending my time setting up Venion more today. I'm gonna start working on getting my redeems in and configure it to work on camera angles and such. Exciting, exciting. You can export those graphs and stuff, so really take a full advantage of that. I can't use the warp because it does weird stuff. The warp does weird stuff. A little too messy, I think. All right. Something like that. Something like that. My only complaint is VNeon does not pull blend shapes automatically. You have to know their names, case sensitive. Yes. Yeah. I thought they had a little search. I think there's a little search tool for the blend shapes. Right, so for our mid pattern here, we're going to continue it onto the upper body. I'm going to take this gradient, move it up, this legs right here. And we'll move this one probably up to the arm. Right here, right here. We'll call that arm. We'll take this one right here. Called shoulder. Okay. Which is fine, honestly. Just wait till you get the updated VTubing file to make sure I'm not saying the things wrong. Should be fine. I think all the basic names are the same. Hello, ho-ho. New Avi. Yes, indeed. We're working on an avatar for base avatar. This one will be available. Oh, welcome. Hello, hello. Right now we're just setting up some simple shading to get some nice effects on the character here. It's right about there. Turn up that contrast just a little. And the balance too. All right. Looks pretty good. For now, I will be in the background. Sounds good. Need that tail animation to twerk. To twerk. Oh, I turned down my sound. Hopefully I didn't miss any notifications. Man, the character's got some interest. So the arms are darker than the body. We got this paint on the face and the sides. The ears have a little bit of a pattern. She's also got these eyelashes here. And the highlights kind of come down on the sides. Hey! Train798, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. We're working on creating this character right now. Doing some texturing. I need to put this back. Can I add that? This is a reference image. Is there a way to do that in my file? Substance, painter, add reference image. File, import. And import reference images. Not modeler, in painter. Alright, doesn't seem to be an option there, so we'll just keep Vale open on the other window. She'll be in the other window, chilling. Just chilling. Straight chilling. Okay. 1506 Satnayak. Hello, Kadir. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Malin Oglu. Can't say that I know what is being said. But hello, welcome. Hope you're having a good day. Actually, I'll get rid of that one. Go to my gradient, copy this one. It's ready to go. Ready to go. And what I'm going to do here is put a gradient on the head. Hello equals Aminoglu. Well, hello. Aminoglu to you too. Move it right about there. Then I have to carve it out on the face. So we'll say face gradient. I'm from the US. I currently live in Texas, but I grew up in California. Good old Tejas. Let's just get rid of this and set it to here. Varoom. Yeah, room. Fine. This way we can actually just carve out the spot on the cheek that we need. This. A little bit bigger. That worked nicely. You're from Turkey. Well, hello. Does living in Turkey make it weird when Americans talk about Thanksgiving? Let's add a circle. Sphere. Shape. That's what I want. A shape. Oh, not what I expected, actually. Switch it to subtract then. Yeah, there we go. There we go. And I can rotate it in order to carve out stuff. maybe a little bit easier. You know, this would probably be easier for a path. So let's go ahead and add a paint. Switch it to our path tool. And now we'll just paint along face. This, switch it to multiply, I guess, or no, subtract. Boom. It basically does something like this. Increase the size a little. I'll move some of this stuff around. We'll make it a little bit sharper. All right. And then we can just paint, actually do manual painting. Paint. Subtract. Boom. Boom. The path tool does look pretty useful when I see you using it. I've preferred it over doing any sort of stroke now. I think anything that gives you like a little bit of non-destructive workflow is usually a pretty solid investment. Or a tool, at least. Maybe not investment, but tool. Bam. Okay. So now we got the cheeks, them cheekaroons. Little cheekaroons. Actually, yeah, and then we're definitely going to use the path for the ear because there's a little cutout around the ear. That'll be perfect. And then we can just adjust the size. About there or so. And just do what we can to get it all lined up. Boom. I think this actually does go even further down. Okay. And then we'll actually take the face gradient and duplicate it, call it ears. Rotate it, and we're going to move it right over here. All right. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. And we do have a lip material. we'll add that in a second. Let's focus on face a little bit longer. So we do have in here, I've already cut out the pattern. It would be nice to include the shadow on the eye. The eyeshadow. I'll take my template flat, drop it right there, call it eye shadow, or more like eyelid. Yeah. Then sample the color, give it a copy this one again, paste it here, but replace it with a shape. That's actually not going to work as well as I'd like. I'm going to pull this out of the mid pattern. And we're just going to shrink it. I can get it to line up with the eye socket as well as I can, which that's pretty good right there. Pretty good. Just need to cut out this bottom part. Let me switch to mask view. And we'll just paste the gradient again. Set it to subtract. Make it real small. All right. Invert it. Then we'll turn out that balance, turn up that contrast, and we should be able to just carve out the lower section here. A little messed up in the corner, but I think that's going to be covered up by the eyelash anyway. So I refuse to be worried about that. I refuse. All right, that looks good. Next, there is a little sharper shape right here, sharper shape. I'm going to go to paths again, make a new one. Which will go right here. We'll set it to linear dodge. Ooh. Oh, I see. I have to make this on a new path or a new layer. So we'll delete that. Make a new paint. What game am I making? Hello, Zivan. Welcome. I'm making a character for VRChat. So if you're familiar with VRChat, this will be available as a base avatar that you'll be able to use in game, purchase and use in game. Well, thank you. Thank you, Zivan. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Hope everyone out there is having a great day so far. Interesting. Where is this color coming from? I think I'll have to make it on its own layer. So I'm going to copy that, make another template here. It should work. Let me back up a second. Should be able to kind of like just carve out the same shape we're seeing here. Linear dodge. Let's multiply. Let's subtract, inverse subtract. I think that's what I want. I think I want inverse subtract. Okay. Yeah, just a little bit lighter. I don't know, because it also goes there. I see. Okay. I think I get it now. Yeah, we will make a custom layer. Copy, delete, make a new template right here. We'll call this cheek slice whisker. Just cheek. Paste it. I don't see anything. Should see something. Hello, Sky. Welcome. I guess we'll make a new path. Why can't I see anything? Oh, I dropped it into this other folder. Gotcha. There we go. Now let's back up a few steps. Right there. Okay, perfect. Then we can go ahead, make another path, erase. And we can go in here. No, we can go here. Turn up that sharpness. Wow. Okay. And now we can just manipulate these until we get a shape that's a little bit closer to what we see on the reference. Okay. And then this color will be this one, but a little bit lighter. Cool. And you know what? We'll also give it just a little blur. Just alias those, anti-alias those edges a little. Cool. Looks good. Satisfying. Anything else right now? Let's just take a look in Unity, see what we got going on. See what we got going on. And I'm gonna go get some socks because my feet are cold. I'm gonna go right here. I'm back. Back already. Can't believe it's Wednesday already. What the heck? I want a refund. Getting headset Monday hype. Oh, exciting. Which headset? Ooh. Oh, that's exciting. Okay, yeah, I think you remember you mentioning that a little. That is hype. I'm jealous. I really want one. I would really like one. I've got this place that I'll be moving to next month. It's actually the previous apartment that I was at, or two moves ago. But I'm basically gonna have a huge studio space. So I want to get a big screen beyond and like just make a huge space for me to walk around in. How to change IPD? It takes forever. Waiting agony. I do think that had they just added an IPD adjustment to their headset, they probably would have saved like millions of dollars at this point. I'm a little surprised to hear how consistently difficult it is them to get that correct. Like, oof, oof, oof. Never understood why it wasn't adjustable. It seems like a very short-sighted choice, but I'm not them, and I don't know for sure. I just am surprised because it seems like they've just consistently had a crazy amount of trouble with it. Like genuinely just throwing money away. We got a sharp edge right here. Extend that a little. And from this side. Amazed by the quality and the comfort. I mean, it seems so light. Oh, sadly, it's Bradley just retweeted, not just yesterday, retweeted or not retweeted, tweeted about a pancake lens setup that's like a tenth the size of current pancake lenses. Like in 5 years, these headsets are probably going to be insanely small, or they could be. They could be insanely small. Will they be? Different question, but they could be. And FPT use is so easy to set up. Good. What are you using for the full body tracking? The future is now. I hope. The weight is a bad thing for every user. Yes. Yes. I want to rotate this so the line goes over the butt a little bit more. Like that. It's tough because it's right in the middle. I'll just leave it. It's already working. Don't mess with a good thing. Okay. Also a darker stripe on the head here. I think we'll use the darker pattern to make that. Excuse me. go. Gonna be looking for another base station soon. Big screen needs base stations though. Yeah, that is definitely a downside. Oh, but it's not too bad. Being wired and requiring base stations. I'll probably get a Quest 3 before I get a big screen. At the moment, but the toss up is really real. Oh man, the weight factor just I want that so bad. Tired of feeling like I'm wearing a scuba gear every time I get in to go do stuff. All right, I want to make the space beneath the tufts darker. So this will be its own layer. And we're going to call this fluff. Yeah. And I'll move it to the bottom. No, it has to be right. We'll add on it a generator for the world space. Invert it. Make it dark. Like that. And then we'll grab a gradient. Set this to subtract. Inverse subtract. Like that. How's that work? There should be a way to constrain it to just this area. I'm gonna make it black right now so I can really easily see it. Maybe red? Yeah, red. Just so I can see this while I'm working. Big screen my only option because of neck injury. Gotcha. That's good. I'm glad there are options. I want to repeat it. These settings has to be what I need. Or we go the other way. So here we add this spot. Here we go. This is the section we want right here. This is where we want the shadows in this area. Then I have my world space normals. And if I set those to something like subtract, that should show up here. And oh, so close, so close. There we go. Okay. sample the character for these colors. And right there. All right, perfect. I just wanted to get that more detailed because it looks so good. I'd be so sad if it just like fades away. Perfection. All right, I think that looks awesome. Next, probably want to do something similar with the ear. Make the very interior of the ear super dark. Okay. I'm gonna export, take a look in Unity. So, reset the reflections. This definitely looks pretty good. Be nice to get the reflection off the eyelashes. That's probably from the rim lighting here. Be my guess. Actually, I don't need to do that. Just a bit of both. So take out the reflection, and then I think we'll need to create a custom mask for our rim lighting. So that also be nice to maybe get a little bit of bumpies on the nose, or do we like it clean and sharp? I think we'll go with sharp now. Awesome. Could have been the lighting too. Could have been the lighting. So what I need to play with now are adjusting the roughness values because I don't want the shininess to be the same under the tuft. If I can get rid of the roughness there, which I can by doing this, then it should not be as glossy. Or it should give some nice relief to it. Yeah. Doesn't look that different to me. Not too worried about it. Just too glossy on this rim. So we're going to create a user channel. Switch to view that. User 0. And on our base layer, we'll set it to white. Then on a lot of these patterns, we can go ahead and set it to dark because we don't want the highlights to be there. on certain things. I suppose the whole shadow here too. Let's get out. And I'll even make a template here called user 0AO. AO. And do that. Add a generator. Ambient occlusion. Vert. And voila. Okay, so this is where we're masking out those highlights. Why is there such a sharp line here? Funny. That must be from one of the patterns I'm using. Fluff shadow. Okay, so we'll add one paint to this in order to just mask out the line there. Better. So I do want a shadow in there. So we'll make a gradient. Duplicate the horn. Actually, duplicate this one. Switch it to puff. Will you join Furality event next month? Probably. I can't say I've like been planning for it, but yeah, that sounds fun to me. I did attend a little bit last year, mostly just to see the worlds that they had set up. It was pretty cool. Good time. Excuse me. Do you have an idea about how long the event will be lasting in hours or minutes? I think the last Furality event I saw went on for like 3 days, so I think there will be a good chunk of time to attend. It's nicer. Much nicer. Okay. Settle. The hoof got really fucked up though. That hoof was fucked up. I've yet to attend one. That's because there's no roboality. probably push it even more, even further down. I will be taking part of it, probably when my friend will be sharing me the ticket for it, and it will be nice to see it personally. Good, good. Are there tickets, though? I feel like last time I just walked in. There might be tickets for certain things. Okay, there we go. Nice little shadow. What's up? Hello, Chip. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. How's your day going? I think for our user 0 mask. Oh, shit. Don't want it to be like that on the edge. What is causing that? It's the blur. The blur! So add a paint on top. But I also am considering in our shadow area here on the curvature template. So not. Good morning, Shy. Hello, welcome. Not quite what I want there. Guess what I added to the world? The blue blur. A gun. I'm not sure. What'd you add? That looks perfect. So let's go back. Take a quick little look-see. I'm going to go back to the default skybox. This is what the character will generally look like in most worlds. I added a monster in the mirror reflection, so you only see the monster in the mirror. So it makes it creepy. I like that. That's the VRChat trap. You know? Lure them in with the mirror and then scare them. Be able to constrain this with the ambient occlusion. Or we do it this way. World's going decent. 30 people have visited so far, but I should have uploaded on a Sunday or Saturday. Usually that's when I get a lot of visits. Interesting. The economics of a world. So I need to put the gradient down first, say linear dodge, and then on the ambient occlusion, say like subtract or inverse subtract. Should be one of the subtracts. The mask layer. Close. Okay, that's what we want. There. Now we get the baked details. And we can add a paint in order to remove it from a lot of this stuff. Hardness, opacity, and we'll just paint out the interior here. So we just want it on the inside. Just the inside. Cool. Nice dark shadow in there. Maybe a little bit of blur. All right. And the eyelashes still seem to have some sort of reflection on them. They should be zero roughness. They are completely black. I feel like they should be a little bit darker than they are. That's okay. Let's work on the mouth now. So this will be the teeth. Whoop. Weird. Where to go? Right out the window. Back to the tongue. A little bit longer. Hello, Kai. Good morning. Guten Morgen. How goes your day? What does the box thing do? So I can make a projection. So I have this gradient here. Just is what it's projecting from this side. So it's projecting a 2D image through the box. And so that allows me to create nice gradients that go through stuff. So warm here and snow left. There's no snow left. It's warm there now. Excuse me. Scratch that. We got a foot of snow overnight. My goodness. I just split my lip. I'll be right back. That's nuts. That is crazy. Something May showers. I mean, it's not even close to May, but that's okay. All right, that looks pretty good. Beautiful. Now we just need to paint in the nostril. Don't have. Oh, that explains it. I didn't add the ambient occlusion. Funny. It's going to change the look a little bit. Just a little. All right, that looks a lot better. Mucho mejor. Little nose. Little noserino. That's the... Okay. I actually should have added the nose shadow I just made to user 0. Yeah. 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 I like the belly button to be a little darker. Well, how's the work going? The work is going well. Work is going well. Gonna finish up this character today, and then I have some work to do for Era that I'll probably end the stream a little early to do, and then after that it'll be doing some face tracking for you, Kai. For you. So I see the eyes on their own. Just make them look nice and round. Better-ish. Better-ish. Okay. And if I do the other room lighting, which will also copy from the body. Can't say I'm as big a fan of that one. I will reset that and hide it. That should be good. Just give him a little something. It looks so funny. Uh, eh, that doesn't look as good. Clear coat. Nope. Okay. I think we can leave that. Depth rim lighting. What's that do? Not very useful in this case, so get rid of it. Boop, 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 boop. All right, I think we're good there. I would like the eye itself to look a little bit more interesting. The eye itself. Hmm, gonna go to the eyeball. And I'd like to create a new layer. User 0. On user 0, we're going to take our base layer, set it to white. Yeah, we'll need it to be white. Then we'll take that iris mask layer. Let's see. If I just add it directly to this, get something like that. But I think what I really want, we can make quite simply. We'll do a template flat. We'll call this user 0. And in it, make this black. Add a fill shape. I wonder if I have a gradient, circular gradient. Yes. Here. Invert. Or subtract work. I have to go to user 0. I'll have to subtract here. Bam. I want it the other way around. Boop. Boop. Then we set it to subtract. One of these has got to be it. One of these. It's like exactly what I don't want. Okay. We'll just do another shape. Fill, alpha shape. This one. There we go. Now if I turn on we're gonna add the iris mask to it. Fill, anchor point iris mask, and set this to subtract, I think, or subtract. Bam. Multiple. And that will give me a good idea on how big I can make this, because I can tile it down. I'm going to fill in that space, turn off repeat. Then we can adjust it a bit better, a bit easier. And then we'll add a levels. Push that a ways best we can. And filter, blur. All right, we'll see how that goes. Then edit the export texture settings. We have the eye here. What we'll do is take it, duplicate it, and change this to veil eye. Create a grayscale. We'll call parallax map. Take our user as 0 and drop it right there. Gray channel. All right. Back to Unity. Now we can take that height map we made with the eyeball and drop it right here. Oh. Ooh, interesting. That worked really well, actually. Fun. My shark in beach shorts sunbathing together with a reku. I can share references. Also, have I seen my previous requests before? Well, hello, welcome back, Subby. If you use the Twitch redeem, sometimes it doesn't get picked up by Restream. So feel free to reach out to me on Discord if you're using a sketch redeem request. Nice. Yeah, so we give him a little bit of depth. A little bit of depth-a-rooney. And then this also gives it some depth. And I can really push that back. All right. I think that works pretty well. Pretty well. Cool. Does actually give it some implied depth, which is awesome. Very, very cool. All right, I'm going to run to the restroom really quick. I'll be right back, y'all. One moment. We're back, y'all. Round two. I'm gonna stand up now. I'm gonna stand the heck up. Shit. I had to forego caffeine today. No coffee for Sam right now. Too much lately. Too much coffee. That's too strong now. To the hoof. Gonna move up right about there. The hoofen. And haven't done too much for the clothing just yet. Now the clothing is the most neglected part of the texturing. But we're almost done with the body, so we'll switch tasks in just a moment. I was hoping we could cut out the fingernails a little bit better. Let's try another generator. Curvature. Not much better. Okay. But I do want a little bit of ambient occlusion on the dark. Just not coming together very nicely. Okay, now let's do the claws. The claw. Here. First, we'll try just a template on it. Add in that generator curvature. What we got, what we got. Just a little bit on the bottom. Well, I mean, if we do that, it looks weird. Okay, so not that. Call this claw shadow. Let's add it to the actual shadow. There. This one. Wow. Shrink it way down. And slap it on here. I don't see anything. There we go. Had to be above the paint. Cool. Duplicate again. And again. And you guessed it. Again. Final one. Boom. Wabadum. The final one. Okay, save. And export. I still need to do the throat. The throat. Much nicer. Much nicer. Alright, let's do the mouth interior now. Which I have already made, actually, funnily enough. It just needs to go down here. This is why I regret not extracting the mouth cavity beforehand. It's way harder to work with otherwise. Balls. That. Cool. Then, while we have this open, we'll drop a template here and we'll say mouth details. What we'll call it yet, but generator. Start with the ambient occlusion. Not that interesting. Let's try the curvature. A little intense, but should work pretty well, actually. Except for the lips. That looks weird. That looks weird as hell. Blur them. Okay, and then all the mouth, tongue stuff, we'll move it to the bottom. Move it right above this paint layer here. Add another paint on top. remove this from there. And the body just in case. Then we need to copy the UV map gradient so we can go to the mouth. Yeah. First we'll paste it here. This will be a multiply. And we're going to put it right on the lips. So I do need to include, surprising, but on the, where did I set that up? The mid pattern needs to be removed from the mouth. I have to paint that in order to do it properly. All right, cool. So something like that. Let's push it into the mouth a little ways. Like there, and then I'm going to copy this. Go to the mouth details. Paste them there. Subtract. Subtract is right. This way. And then what else? What is giving it this grayness there? That curvature? Not that much. There's something else contributing to this gray pattern that's appearing. Oh, it's this. Perfect. And then we also have this kind of cut off. I don't know what that's from. Not that one. Just the mouth? Nope. Something else is adding stuff to this as well. Gradient shadow. Some sort of shadow on the face. Oh, it must be the mouth one I made. That makes sense. Cool. So then we'll just paste it there. All right, so now the lips look a lot better, a lot healthier, a lot cleaner. I'm gonna sit down again. I'm tired of standing. Only took about 10 minutes. Up, down, up, down. Hello, this is Space Station to Ground Control. Bam, 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 bam. Ground Control to Major Tom. Oh, something, something, David Bowie. Rip the goat. Rip the goat. Ground Control I'm train bound. Catch you later today. Sounds good, Zoom. Enjoy your train ride. See you soon. So this one we actually will paint on the UV map. Not my favorite thing to do, but it does need to be done. That's not that. That's the ear. This is what I want. Right here. Filter. You know what? I am actually going to try to do it in 3D space, because it would be worth it if I do it this way. Would be worth it. I just have to be aware that I'm selecting other things at the same time. Why would it be worth it? Because if I ever update the UV maps, and I most likely will need to for this character, then all my strokes are in 3D space, and they will just automatically reapply to the new mesh I bring in, which saves me oodles of time. Oodles and boodles of time. Okay, perfect. Then we can add that blur. All right, save. Export. Let's take a look in Unity again. Eyeball. My eyeball. Might be able to push it out a little bit further. Overall, looks good though. I want another shadow coming not from the hoof, but onto the fur there. We'll do that on within the fluff shadow. That would make it very easy to set up. Do this, and we'll say hoof AO. Make it black. Copy our gradient. Paste. Swap it with a shape. Rank it. Sometimes it's really hard to tell which direction the projection is actually pointed. No idea. Switch back to the gradient. And hit it with the ambient occlusion. Roughness should, of course, be 0. And export again. See how this improves it. It's look good. Maybe a little too tall. All right, getting pretty close to done with the body. Need to get the lips. So the lips in the reference are different colors. She actually has a muzzle kind of shape and lips. So let's focus on that. That's one lips. I can't see this Y because I have it on that. Invert. Still the same color. It's the lips. There we go. Hello, Arctic. Good morning. Hello. How you doing? Add a. Oh, actually, yeah, we'll add a paint. Okay, yeah, we'll use a path tool. That'll be perfect. Oh, heck yeah. Lips have always been such a annoying to do, but with this it should be pretty straightforward. Don't forget to mew. Hello, Hanma. Welcome. Don't mew with my face. But good morning, Hanma. Welcome, welcome. And then I think we'll need an erase path. So we'll escape here, erase, and we'll go in with another round of points. Like this. Turn down the size and turn up the hardness. And that way we can start cutting into these shapes and tapering them and making them look real nice. Real nice. How's your day going, Ham? And hello, Sparkin. Welcome. Hey, Sparkin2099, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. We're working on this avatar right here. We're getting her lips made. Where are you from? I am from California, and I live in Texas. Can I not reorder these? Gosh darn. Okay, so let's duplicate that. Wait, is that how that works? No, I can't erase there. I'd have to make a different layer, do different things. What happens if I copy and I paste here? Okay, so it puts it on that, so I can, okay, so that's what I can do. I can paste it here and then remove it there. Perfect. Right now we're getting the lips done. So we're making a series of paths in order to fill in kind of like a lip gloss color. So we have these like kind of 3D lines we can make. And I'm just positioning them to get them all set up right. Like that. Then we can add a filter in order to blur them and look a little bit nicer. That doesn't look super great. All right, now we have that. Hello, Hell Serpent. Long time no talk. Absolutely. Welcome back. Hello, hello. We're working on this character right now. Getting them looking nice. So I'll show you the full character right now. Both of you. And you know a little Spanish? I know very little. I know a little bit. You got done another one. Oh yes. Oh yes. Right now we're doing quite a few every month. Maybe 2 to 3 every month. It looks good. Thank you. Yeah, she looks really good. Feeling. And this will be a base avatar that people will be able to purchase. And then for the nose, we're using this mid pattern. We have to go back to it and add another paint here. Or just paint that we added before. These paths here, so if I... How long have I been on Twitch? 3 years now. Technically longer, but 3 years of being really consistent with my streaming. It's a bummer with this tool that it's really hard to make changes with it later. 3 years, correct, correct. You know? Cool. I think that looks pretty nice. Then I would like to add inside of this, we want to make a little edge here on the side. Oops. And then kind of bring out the middle piece. So I think we'll make a secondary layer inside this for the muzzle details. And this one will also use the paths because I'm lazy and they're good. Cool. Then we'll do another path. Hello, Jewel Slyon. Welcome. There we go. Save. And let's export. Boom. Okay. I don't think I like this little, I would rather have it be a little more rounded. It's a little wobbly on that side. So let's go back to this layer here, and we're just gonna adjust this a little and make it a nice rounded shape. Fill it in with some paint. And then adjust this paint as well. Greetings from Argentina. Is this a furrow? Yes, indeed. Furrow it is. But welcome, welcome. How goes your day in Argentina land? Perfect. Yeah, that looks cleaner. Much cleaner. Then I do want to get some like soft lip details in, but not right now. Boom. Much cleaner. All right, she looks good. I think that is a good stopping point for the body. And now let's turn our attention to the clothing. Whoops. Okay. This should have baked a little bit nicer here. Oh, you know what? It actually may not even have any. Gotcha. Go to normals. 180. Thought it was a joke. Come on. Good job. You are doing the same. For what? No, we're definitely making a furry. Absolutely. Loading, 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 loading. Oh, it takes forever to export. I didn't actually change any of the normals there, though. Oh well. Oh well. Oh, there we go. 1,000,000 years later. And it didn't change anything. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so our main concerns with the clothing are just really to add shadows. I don't feel the need to change too much about what we have here. So we're just going to add some nice gradient shadows in a few spots and move on. Okay, add the gradient shadow template. Up top, boom. Ah, should have used the newer version. Call this skirt. And move this over here. This way we can get just a nice crisp shadow. Crispy. All right. And we'll do one below the corset. I might actually just flip this one. So right there. Shy to be. What is that? That's that Pokemon? That's one of them Pokemons. We'll leave that one alone. Do the corset. You know what? Actually, I'm going to delete that. We're going to go to the leather here. And I'm going to add an anchor point at the top of it. Then we'll take our anchor shadow template. That gives us just a shadow around the whole thing. Awesome. Switch this to uniform smoothing. Adjust that and then push it back a little. Cool. And then I think that on the leather itself, it will also require a blur. Just a really minor blur. Something to help with those aliased edges. Look at that. That's no good right there. How do you work without music? I go crazy if something doesn't play in the background. If I'm not streaming, I'll put on something. But I find that with the stream and working, that's already a little too much going on for me. I have to, I just don't have that good of concentration. So music after a whole day will really start making me feel bad. But it does allow all of you to put on whatever music you'd prefer, which I think is kind of a nice little compromise, I suppose. Or I'd like to think so. Which genre of metal do you like? I really like progressive metal, like Devin Townsend, Polyphia, um, also like electronic music, like Lorn, Lorn. Um, anything that helps, that gives me a big sense of space. That's what I really like. Well, my BF loves prog metal, hack and Tesseract. Exactly, exactly. That's my fave stuff. I'm not surprised that a lot of people in VR are familiar with those ones. um, feels like the right crowd, the right demographic for that kind of thing. More into black metal. For me, I just don't care for lyrics after a certain point. So that's really my only. I prefer when the lyrics are more melodic, but yeah, I can get into it some other ways, some other music. Get some airs there. It's just sounds. Is it all music? I don't hear what they say. Well, for the black metal, yeah, it's just might as well flip on your blender and stick a microphone in it. But that's not to say that it can't kick ass. It's just a different flavor. Different flavor. Yeah, I love some good prog metal. There are very few who like heavy metal. Here, they go for more national rock or national heavy metal, Orcas, Hermetica, Milan, etc. Interesting. I think that metal is very popular, but it's spread out over a population. Like you're very it's I don't there's not many people I meet IRL who are like big metal fans. Love the vibe it gives, makes me visualize movie scenarios or scenes. Exactly. Exactly. Good morning. Hope stream has been going well. Well, thank you, Zin. It has been going well. How's your day been going? And welcome. Welcome, welcome. Metal and its variations never go out of style, fortunately. I just started listening to Mastodon, which is, I think it's Mastodon, yeah. Um, and they're really cool. They kind of have like a very retro vibe. I actually don't know how old the band is, but it gives a very clean, classic metal vibe. But it was good. I was impressed by it. Do you know the band Wild Run? I don't think so. Mastodon, nice. They are nice. They are very nice. Steam Breather I listened to recently. I was like, oh, that was good. Wild Run. I don't think so. Or is it Wildy Run? Wildy Run. Ooh. I'll definitely check them out. That is exactly my kind of vibe. So They are American band. American bands. I'm American. Anyway, going so well in the middle of a big 3D print commission. So room is very noisy right now. Oh, very cool. That's exciting. Is this related to VRChat or some other 3D other uh, space? Yeah, that gives me the. I really love Devin Townsend. Um, he was great, and that immediately gave me that vibe. So I'm gonna definitely save that. Wild Run, Wildy Run. Should put on some metal concerts in VR. That'd be dope. I was a huge metalhead. It never leaves you. You're stuck. You're stuck now being a metalhead. I just like music that gives me a sense of space and like intensity. And it's hard to find that in a lot of other music. Except electronic music is pretty good in that regard. Nope, someone from my work wanted some stuff for Easter, so printing out a ton of eggs and baby dragons. Oh, that's exciting. That's very exciting. Little baboo dragos. Drababoos. Oh, dang, that looks awesome. I just want to make this sharp. I think I'm good for now. Switch over to rigging the character. Went from Rhapsody of Fire to Monomarth and Dimmu Borger. They're now liking more smooth stuff and electro music. I really love Lauren, Max Cooper. Um, there's one band I came across, or not a band, it's a guy uh, who plays the hurdy-gurdy, but he does it in like an electronic style. I'm going to continue exploring this new platform called Kick. Yesterday they started promoting it in Argentina, so I'm new. Have a good afternoon. Hugs. Sounds good, Jules Lyon. Thank you for coming by. Thank you for hanging out. Definitely enjoy your exploring. I invited some friends to the stream. We're checking out. Oh, hello everyone. Welcome. Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. But there's this guy. So deixa eu damage. Oh, that's a game. Where is it? It was so good. I think I saved them for my music. Crazy about dark synth and cyberpunk. Like, hello, Dr. Onebot. Welcome. Crazy about dark synth and cyberpunk by Fixed Sounds and Dav Draylen. Ooh. I need to make a music channel in my Discord. But I do love music. I do absolutely adore and love music. I think that I love art. Okay, I can't find it. That's okay. I love art, but truly, like music is pretty much the only thing that I think immediately like it's the it's the most magical in my opinion. Obviously, I love art in a lot of different ways, but there's something about music that just kind of gets in you and changes you really quickly, puts you in a different mood, whatever, you know. Uh, you know what I'm talking about. I don't have to explain this to people who love music, but um, it's interesting. I respect it a lot. Mucho. should do more, there needs to be more metal concerts in VR. Almost. Almost done. VRChat has lots of places for artists and concerts. It's art that moves the most. Absolutely. I couldn't imagine any of the major films of the last 10 years without their soundtracks. If we didn't have that soundtracks, they just wouldn't be the same film or movie. Miyazaki movies, you know, it's really the music that kind of captures you. Just sound design in general. All right, there we go. I think we can probably go ahead and apply the merge. That's fine. Load in, load in, load in. It's much cleaner. Much, much cleaner. But it doesn't look great when it can. We're going to add a user 0 channel. Go to the base, set this to black, then go to our metal and set it to white. And re-export the textures. Oh, there we go. So now we've exported the clothing mask. We go to the clothing material. I think for some of these, like this pattern here, I would want some sort of variation so it doesn't feel just quite the same. But figure that in this moment. Just for now. Drop this in here. Boom. Use a matte cap texture on the metal piece to make it look even more metal. Excuse me. It's always set to replace. I don't want to replace. I want to multiply. It's a little bit of add. A little bit of mixed. No replace. It shouldn't replace things. It's just add to them. Yeah. Perfect. Damn, I think she looks good. Okay, let's just add a simple put an empty here called VRC Theory Veil. And we'll start adding some triggers. I already had available to me, but whatever. Boom. That's an old version. Oh, it's not trigger. It's toggle. And so this will be the clothing slash yeah, for now, just clothing. Toggles the clothing. And that's right, turns off the clothing, and then it also triggers Koyomi UV tile on the body and needs to do the rows. So column should be 1. Then should do another one. Tile body 2. Cool. So that means I should now have the ability to turn these on and off, which is awesome. Oh, well, that don't look right. That don't look right at all. Oh, because the material's not locked in yet? No, just locked in right now. Lock it. Ah. But we do have to make sure that they're able to be animated. Renamed animated. Lock it in. And lastly, I will also say this should be default on. Fail. Clothing. Go. No, not cool. Not cool at all. This is still not turning the body off. Why is that? Renamed material. just that. Or it's a copy animated property name. Go here. I think that's right. It's either that or it's just the underscore veil body. It's probably just underscore veil body. Most definitely is. Why isn't it working? Material suffix. And if I go to the material, does it require the underscore? Well, not working. Gotta go look at the documentation here. Toggle. Hmm. That's not very helpful. There we go. Set up toggles for Yumi, Poyomi. That's all it gives me? Fucker. Um, well, that's silly. That's some shilly shit right there. Not just the underscore veil body. That's gotta be it. Hmm. Maybe it is the whole thing. That's the property name. Poop. Poop. Why is it not working? Oh, I'm stupid. It's because I'm literally copying these ones. I need this exact one. Yeah, that has to be it. So one goes here. And then 0. Oh, no, 2. 2 is what I want. Let's go here. It's either that or I just make a little animation for those values. It'd probably be easier at this point. Yes, it's going to be easier. This pissed me off. Tail, body, UVs, UV discard, 1, 0. Actually, it should be 0, 2 and 0, 1. Okay. Then we'll use the testing animator. Somewhere. Folder. Veil. Testing. Drop this. The folder. That's not a controller. No, fucking folder. And in veil testing, we will take these two. Select. Record. Select the body. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. There we go. Okay. No more clipping. Yay. Gonna make a prefab. All right. That's pretty solid. Um, what next? We still need to set up the avatar descriptor. Huh. Missing some? Surprising. Interesting. Something's wrong there with my... I have them baking. They should bake no matter what. And I do have the animation. Do I have the shape key? Maybe I baked the shape keys twice. I've done that before. There are no shape keys. That would do it. Oh, I'm selecting the clone. This. There. You've got it right there. Hmm. But do I not have it on the character? I don't have it here. Note that blend shape weight range is clamped. The fuck is that? Still missing some. Let's go to the FBX. Model. That's all good. I can't imagine that I have too many blend shapes. That would really surprise me. Just try re-importing or refreshing really quick. Still missing some. Still missing them. Weird. Try one more time, I guess. Something did not happen correctly. There was an error. I didn't catch it. Window, system console. No selected vertex. That was probably the... so let's try that again. Assign. Weird. Hmm. Something went wrong. Good thing I make backups. Good thing. Nice, that's working now. Go ahead and delete all the shape keys. And do that one more time. Oh. That time it did work. And we can tell because VRC lookup doesn't break my eyeballs. One more time, exporting. Hopefully this fixes the blend trees, or the blend shapes. Blend tree shape, shape key, key shape. How many times can different software reinvent, come up with a new name for the same thing? Loading, 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 loading. Still missing them. I have not run into that before, where I'm missing shape keys. Is there a shape key blend shape limit? Also, why would it be that one though? Am I exporting to the right area? Yes. I wonder what's going wrong. Try re-importing it one more time. Legacy blend shape. Don't optimize anything. Well, always a learning opportunity when working with Unity. Okay. Unity blend shape limit. I bet it's in the player settings. Because we had that thing that clamped it. How many should there be? One. You know what? I'm just gonna up it. 110. Something is wrong. Something is wrong. I'm guessing I just have too many fucking blend shapes. But I've seen more on other avatars, so clearly it's something we can get around. Just gonna hit reset. Not there. So if I drag out a new one, so the new one's still missing. So it's something in between Blender and Unity. So either the exporting's going wrong or the importing's going wrong. But it's weird because we clearly have the value saved. Let me ask ChatGPT. Some of my blend shapes are missing on my mesh when in Unity. Does Unity limit how many blend shapes can be on a mesh? That's what I expected. Unity doesn't have any problem with it. Let's just try restarting Unity really quick. You know what? I'll save that for later. Because it's lunchtime. It is lunchtime. All right, everyone. It's time for me to go get some food. Thank you all for hanging out with me today, this morning. If anyone's new here, I do break my day up into two streams. So I'll be back very soon for the second. I'm just going to go eat, get some rest in, and then we'll come back and figure out what's going on with these blend shapes. They're so close to done. What a frustrating time to get a bug like that. Oh, But I'll see you all soon. Sky, enjoy. I will. You enjoy as well. Arctic, have a nice break. Same to you. Same to you. Much love to all of you. Hope you're having an amazing Wednesday so far. Hump day. Hump day. See you all soon. Bye, everyone. Bye.